In this video, I'm going to be going over why exactly I left the States, why I escaped the West, and now live full-time in Bangkok, Thailand, and now just travel the world and live life on my terms. So the number one reason was, of course, to make life on easy mode, you want to be able to make your money last as long as possible. And here in the States, that's pretty hard to do. Compared to Bangkok, Thailand, it's 3 times cheaper there than it is here. So if you had $100 to your name, you'll be surviving a lot longer out in Thailand than you would here in the States. And with that as well, of course, the income over there in Thailand is not so great if you're a Grab driver. If you're working at 7-Eleven, you're gonna be in the slums. You're gonna be making like maybe $1 a day, maybe $3 a day, and you won't be able to survive. So the reason I went out to Thailand as well is because I wanted to work online, so that way I could start traveling the world, make money online, and start doing what I actually wanted to do, go to the places I actually wanted to go, and spend time with people that I actually wanted to spend my very limited time on earth with. So to do that, I just thought Bangkok was the best place to go because I was doing some research and I found there's a lot of digital nomads already living out there. So I thought it would be best to go out there and try things out. And of course, it worked out very well for me. Of course, not at first. I did only have 1,500 going out there, but a few days of fasting never hurt anyone. I was able to break through that, started making money online for myself, and was able to spend a lot more money, and it lasted a lot longer because I was out there in Bangkok earning in USD and spending in baht, which is their local currency. So that's the first reason I escaped the West and went out to Thailand, because first, it's literally just living life in easy mode, earning in USD and spending in baht. It's like a video game. When you level up your character so much that when you go back to the ground level where you started at and fight those enemies, you kill them in one hit. That's kind of like the same kind of thing with Thailand. Like you're earning in pretty much like the normal salary in the US, like an average salary, but you're living like a king out there in Bangkok, Thailand. And then number two is, of course, the woman situation. Here in America, there's a few diamonds in the rough, but mostly they're all brainwashed. They think they can do it all on their own. They don't need a man. They just say, fuck men, we don't need them. And it's just not a very good thing to have. Because as a man, you need a woman, because we're just domesticated animals. Like, we need the female partner. And it's just not fun and enjoyable to be around the ones here in the US from what I've seen. I've been here for like the last 20 years, and I've been in Thailand for almost 2 years, and I can safely say that the girls in Thailand are a lot more enjoyable and a lot more joyful and even a lot more giving than here in the States. Like, I was literally flat broke, probably $40 to my name, and my girl would buy me coffees, food from 7-Eleven. She would keep me afloat while I was struggling in the depths of rock bottom until I made it to the top. So in America, I don't think that would have happened. I think the girl would have left when I went flat broke, but in Thailand, she stuck with me at the bottom until I was rising until the top. So yeah, definitely the girls over there in Thailand, they're just a lot more feminine. They sing, they dance, they're very simple creatures. Like, all they really need is food and entertainment, and they're very happy creatures. But here in the States, I feel it's a lot more expensive, to pay to play. With all girls, it is pay to play, with every single woman on earth, but you just get a lot more bang for your buck with the Thai girls over there in Thailand. Next up is the weather. Here in America, it's super cold right now, as you can see with this jacket I'm wearing right now. In Thailand, I don't even have any jackets. I don't have any pants. I pretty much just walk around with a tank top most of the time, if I even have a shirt on. But over here, it is cool to have some cold once in a while, but then I get pretty sick. I get a sinus infection, and it's not very fun to be around in the cold. You can't tan, you can't go in the pool, you can't go to the ocean, and it's kind of miserable, to be honest, just being shivering all the time, getting a cold, snot coming out everywhere. It's just not a very fun thing to do, hanging around in the cold. So yeah, I can't wait to go back to Bangkok today. I've only been here for a week, and I've already gotten sick, tired of the cold. I'm losing my tan, and all the girls here are maybe 2 out of 10s. In the land of Thailand. You don't have to go to Thailand. I just went there because I knew a few people there already. I did my research, and I found that was the best place to go for me. But if you're looking to escape the West as well, if you agree with some of the stuff I said in this video, a few other places that I'd recommend is, first off, of course, Bangkok, Thailand, especially if you're not making any money online now. that's definitely the best place to go to start off. But if you're already making $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month or more, I mean, Miami is actually even good. I mean, that's still a part of the West technically, but from what I've heard, that's a very good place to be, especially if you're balling out. But next up, yeah, Dubai, Brazil, Argentina, Mexico City, Colombia. There's so many places you can go. You can get a lot more bang for your buck. The women are better, the weather is better, and it has all 3 W's, which is the most important thing to me, which is the 3 W's, the wealth, weather, and women. If it doesn't have the 3 W's, I don't want to be there. That's an L. So yeah, I mean, those few places that I just listed, do your research, find out which one suits your goals, which one suits your liking, everything in between, and find out which is the best place for you to go. Because I mean, you don't have to stay in one place your entire life, especially if you're like in your 20s. I highly recommend you leaving your hometown and going out on that hero's journey. Because if you're like always gonna stay complacent and comfortable in your hometown, how do you ever expect to grow? You gotta branch out of your comfort zone, see who you are when things get hard. Because in your hometown, if you're like me, you're just living with your parents, everything is kind of given to you, and there's no real challenge, no real problems in the real world that you have to solve. And as a guy, I mean, you really do have this war instilled mindset. So if you're not using this war instilled mindset to solve real world problems and to go into real battles in real reality, then you'll start to create problems within. Porn addiction, alcohol, girls, sex addiction, nicotine. I mean, all these different addictions stem from not having any real problems. And you're gonna be creating these problems for yourself. So get out there, whether it be Bangkok, Dubai, the Philippines, Bali, the whole world should be your playground. If it's not your playground and you're trapped into one location and you're not free to go where you want, when you want, with who you want to go there with, then by definition, you aren't free yet. You're still chained to whatever job you're in, whatever situation you're in, you're still chained to that position on the board. You want to be able to break free of those chains, which is why I call like my community living unchained. So that way you can go where you want, when you want, with who you want, and being able to make however much money you make, which is why I chose remote sales over day trading, over e-commerce, because I mean, those things, they take a lot of startup capital. And like I told you guys earlier, I mean, I only had $1,500 to my name. So I mean, I didn't have the ability to even start down either one of those businesses. But yeah, I mean, the West, it is good in some states, to be completely honest. But in other states, it is an absolute hell, especially if it's cold. The women are ugly. They think they're 10 out of 10s when in reality, they're all just 10 tons. And the weather isn't good. The economy isn't good. Inflation's always going up. The income is staying the same. That's just not a good situation to be in. So, I mean, would you rather live in hard mode, or would you live in easy mode where it's cheap, the women are beautiful, you can spend a lot more money for a lot cheaper, and you can survive on easy mode? You can live life how you actually want, and you don't have to listen to someone you don't really want to listen to. So, I mean, those are just my opinion, guys. You guys can stay in the West. I don't really care. It's up to you. This is your life. I'm just living my life how I want to live it. You can live yours how you want to live yours. It's entirely up to you. I'm just giving my insights on what I've done for the last 2 years, and I can safely say that I would highly recommend just to try it out for 2 weeks, maybe a month, to kind of put your toe in the water before you jump all the way into escaping the West. So hopefully you guys get the point of the video. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you guys in the next one.